Hi, I'm Rob, a Washington, D.C. tour guide. It's Sunday, October 12th, 2025, and the federal government is still shut down. This is going to be a quick video to run through which tourist sites in Washington, D.C. are currently open, which are closed, and what you can do if you happen to be here during this shutdown. I've got my notes right here, so let's run through it. First, let's talk museums. All museums that are part of the Smithsonian are closed. The National Zoo is closed. The National Gallery of Art is not part of the Smithsonian, but it is also closed. The Capitol Visitor Center is closed, and Capitol tours are canceled. The Library of Congress is closed. The U.S. Botanic Garden is closed. The National Archives is closed. The Ford's Theater, Museum, and the Peterson House across the street are both closed. American 5, the play that has been scheduled at Ford's Theater, has been running during the shutdown. However, today is its closing date, and there will not be another play scheduled at Ford's Theater until A Christmas Carol in November. The Washington Monument is closed. You cannot go inside or to the top of the Washington Monument. Same goes for the old post office tower. It's closed. National Park Service rangers are currently furloughed, which means that any National Park Service site, like these two, that requires rangers to staff it, is closed. The Arlington National Cemetery grounds are currently open. However, Arlington House, which does require National Park Service staffing, is closed. The National Monuments and Memorials, which are primarily outdoor sites, are mostly open. However, park stores are closed, and like I said earlier, there are no park rangers walking through the park or providing any kind of services. Okay, so if you're going to be here during this shutdown, your trip is going to be disruptive. There's no way around that. However, let's run through some of the things that are open so you can maybe make some lemonade out of these lemons. The U.S. Holocaust Museum currently has enough prior funding to stay open through October 17th. But after that, if the shutdown is still happening, it will close. Most private museums are open. This is a non-exhaustive list, but a few that I would recommend include the International Spy Museum, the People's House, the National Museum of Women in the Arts, Planet Word, the O Street Museum, and the Phillips Collection. Many of these are not free, and you will need a ticket. I can also recommend Mount Vernon, George Washington's home, which is a bit outside of DC, but is a private historical site and is thus open. Also, private tour companies like TripHacks DC are mostly open to the extent that we can still access the sites that are on the tour. If you're into performing arts, most live theater continues on its schedule uninterrupted. The same goes for concerts and music venues. If you like sports, the NHL, NFL, and NWSL are all currently in season, and the NBA is in preseason. And the cool thing is, Washington, D.C. has teams in all of those leagues. And as far as getting around, Metro, Metrobus, Uber, taxis, transportation is all open. Now, as we're about to enter week 3 of the shutdown, the big picture question is, how much longer is this going to last? And I wish I had an answer for you, but I simply do not. Remember that as things change and the situation evolves, the best place to go for information is always directly to the source. Don't rely on random people on social media. Hey, don't even necessarily rely on this video once it's a bit old. For the most up-to-date information, always go directly to the source. And honestly, I'm sorry if you're here during the shutdown or if you've had your plans changed or canceled because of it. It's really, really frustrating. Good luck.